Constipation is a functional disease in which the defecation process is disturbed. This diagnosis is made when a person goes to the toilet not every day but 3 times a week or less. Or does it every day, but to empty the bowel, he has to push extra or help himself with his hand. The feces are dry and dense, especially the first portion, which scratches the walls of the intestine and causes pain. Causes of constipation in adults. 1. Nutrition: lack of vegetable fiber and dietary fiber, which are necessary to normalize the consistency of feces and its free passage through the colon. 2. Psychogenic factors: quarrels, psycho-emotional experiences, stress or change of familiar surroundings, business trip, travel, lead to constipation of mentally unstable, vulnerable or imaginative people. 3. Sedentary lifestyle: due to sedentary work, refusal of active rest and sports, the muscles of the pelvic floor gradually weaken, so bowel contractions become sluggish. 4. Pregnancy or breastfeeding: the enlarged uterus squeezes the colon from the outside. 5. Irritable bowel syndrome or inflammatory diseases of the gastrointestinal tract. In chronic inflammation of the intestine is constantly disturbed stool, and constipation often alternates with diarrhea. 6. Affection of the rectum: due to severe pain on the background of hemorrhoids, anal fissure or paraproctitis, patients spare the rectum, so purposely postpone the act of defecation, try to drink and eat less. 7. Benign formations of the colon: growing polyps or other neoplasms in the colon interfere with the progression of gastric contents and delay stool. 8. Colon cancer: the tumor, like benign neoplasms, becomes a mechanical obstacle to defecation. It is distinguished by the fact that a dry, lumpy or ribbon-shaped feces with a small amount of blood and mucus is excreted. The person sharply loses weight. There is abdominal pain, general weakness and pallor. Treatment of constipation in adults. So let's focus on the 2 most common causes of constipation. It is improper nutrition and constipation caused by mechanical causes. Mechanical causes of constipation are such as tumors, polyps, worm infestations. It can all mechanically block the lumen of the intestine and prevent the free passage of feces. If you are sure that you do not have mechanical obstacles in the intestine, then start therapy with diet and normalization of lifestyle. Lifestyle. One of the most common causes of constipation is a sedentary lifestyle, which affects the contractility of the colon. Exercise can be an effective treatment for constipation. Another important point of treatment is to develop a reflex to the act of defecation. It is necessary to develop the habit of visiting the toilet at the same time and create the same daily external conditions for defecation: noise of water or silence, air temperature, privacy, peace. Diet for constipation. It is necessary to learn to eat not only correctly but also on time. Limit the intake of spicy, smoked, fatty, and fried food. Reduce the consumption of chocolate, canned food, pickles, spices, alcohol, carbonated drinks, concentrated juices, very strong coffee or tea, bread made of flour of the highest grades, muffins, and confectionery. Exclude from the diet of fatty meat. It is more useful to cook food on steam or bake in the oven. It is desirable to include in the menu dried and toaster bread of the second type, vegetarian, vegetable, or cereal soups on meat broth, except millet and corn, porridge, boiled potatoes, lean meat, beef, veal, rabbit, chicken, turkey, poultry and fish in boiled or steamed form, cutlets, meatballs, mashed potatoes, soufflés, egg white omelet. It is recommended to eat 4 to 5 meals a day and eat at least 500 grams of fruits and vegetables: lettuce, cauliflower, beets, carrots, bananas, apples, plums, apricots, prunes. Every day drink at least 2 to 3 liters of liquid, clean water, natural juice, non-strength tea. It is also allowed to use up to 10 grams of non-acidic cottage cheese, up to 5 grams of butter, and up to 15 grams of olive oil. Every evening before going to bed, massage your abdomen. Lying on your back, with your hands slightly pressing on the abdomen, make circular movements clockwise. In the morning before defecation and breakfast, drink 200 milliliters of warm, clean water. Often it has a loosening effect. You can have breakfast in 15 to 30 minutes. Exercise several times a week, take walks and jogging. We recommend walking up to 10,000 steps every day. And most importantly, it is recommended to restore the intestinal microflora. Our health largely depends on bacteria, which in the human body more than cells, tens of trillions. Altogether they weigh about 3 kilograms and represent an internal civilization called microbiome, or microflora. The bacteria of the microbiome live primarily in the gut, but also on the skin and mucous membranes, and are divided into good, beneficial, and bad, pathogenic bacteria. Different types of good intestinal bacteria are involved in the production of immunity, synthesis of many hormones, are responsible for metabolism and gastrointestinal tract. Pathogenic microorganisms are harmful, cause inflammation, hormonal disorders, chronic diseases. For health is very important that the good bacteria, probiotics, in the body was the vast majority, and fermented foods just help to populate the microflora with beneficial bacteria. Then eaten food will be well digested and move freely through the intestine to the exit. Fermentation is a fermentation process involving microorganisms, probiotics, that break down organic matter under oxygen-deficient conditions. As a result, enzymes beneficial to human health are released. They aid digestion, speed up metabolism and chemical reactions inside cells. Fermented food is more easily digested and processed by the body, since some of the processes have already taken place outside. This is why fermentation is called external digestion. Prepare your own fermented vegetables, such as sauerkraut, like Korean kimchi. Thank you all for watching, and I wish you always be healthy. If you like this video, put a like and subscribe to my channel please. Thank you.